You know, the media has changed a great deal over the last 20 years or so, and one question that we sometimes get at Comsteria is, well, do I need media training? I'm not really planning on engaging with TV, radio, or newspapers. And when you throw in all the changes to the mainstream media over the last few years, you know, I guess not many people read your local newspaper. It's maybe shut down altogether. That radio station seems to be playing wall-to-wall music, and I'm not really watching television news because it's quite depressing. I'm just kind of trying to get on with my life. Why would I want this media training thing? I don't want journalists anywhere near me. And one of the things I would say is, well, maybe I still think there is a place for it. It could be really helpful, and I guess there's two reasons I would recommend. Not for everybody, but for many people. Certainly, if you're in a senior position in a business, or if you're a politician, or maybe making your way in sport or the arts, I think media training can be really useful. The two reasons are: number one, yes, the media has changed a lot, but it still retains a disproportionate level of influence. What I mean by that is if you go to someone and you're seeking funding, or you are involved with a trade union or a trade association through your business, or you might have to engage with, say, a community council. I suppose these kinds of people that we would call stakeholders, even if they don't consume the media or the mainstream media, if they've been talking about you, there's a very high chance that they will know about it. So politicians, public sector, big business, banks, these people that you might want to engage with sometimes, it's quite likely that they will employ the services of a media monitoring agency. And so what that means is every day or every week they get an email and it's got, they call it a clippings file, a roundup of relevant media coverage that they've said they want to know about. So it's like a kind of sophisticated, paid for, slightly more business Google alerts, right? Certain things they want to know about, they get told. And it covers the mainstream media. So it's not just looking at websites and blogs and all the online stuff that Google Alerts will do, but anything, TV, radio, newspapers, mainstream media, they will get that alert. So they don't even have to be reading the newspaper. They will just know that that newspaper mentioned you in their business section. And that, in that world that you're trying to move in, that carries a bit of currency. That's seen as important. You've been in that newspaper, you must be doing well. You must be doing better than these other people. You matter because you got talked about. And so if you go to these people for money or to talk to them or try to influence them in some way, it's quite likely if you're sitting waiting for the Chamber of Commerce dinner to begin, or you're about to go into that Scottish Parliament committee meeting and one of the officials comes up to you and you're chatting, it's likely that they'll say, I saw that piece about you in the newspaper last week, or I saw your colleague on that TV show on Thursday night. And that gets you off to quite a good start. That can be useful. So yes, the media has transformed. It's maybe not playing as big a role in our personal lives. They've clearly taken a hit at a local level. Their revenues are down. But in certain circles, it retains a disproportionate level of influence. And so for that reason, it could be useful for you. The other reason is that I think to some extent, all of us, all our businesses, have become media organizations in our own right. We've all become publishing companies. We all have, to some extent, magazines and TV channels, don't we? If you're on YouTube or Instagram, or you have a blog or a website, to an extent, you are a publisher. And I would always say, well, get good at it then. Make sure that when your own communications team or your social media person or whatever you've got, when they shove a phone in your face and say, listen, can you say a few words about the new apprenticeship program, or we're recruiting for this job vacancy, can you do a bit, or we've just raised money for charity, or we've got a special offer coming up in the month of June, say something about it. well, surely you would want that to do well. You'd want to be at your best. You don't want to be stuttering and stumbling and doing a million outtakes and spending lots of time. You want to just be able to confidently and calmly nail it. And that's where we come in. One of the difficulties is that a lot of people who are very good at their job don't like this kind of work, and it's something that they never get round to, and so they never get good at it. They'd rather it just went away, and it always fills them with a bit of awkwardness. If you invest in a bit of training and support, we will hold your hand, we will be your biggest fan and your harshest critic. It will still be you, but it will be you with just a little bit of extra shine. It will be you, but you've thought about what you want to say and you're avoiding all the traps. It will be you, but it won't feel so unfamiliar because you will have practiced in a safe space. It will be you, but you'll have a bit of agency over the journalist or your colleague in communications because you'll say, no, we're not doing it that way. We're doing it like this. I want to do it over here. I'll talk about this, this, and this, but not this. You'll be in control and you'll get what you want. And that's what we're all about. So, you might never deal with a journalist. You might never deal with the mainstream media. But there's a very high chance that you will be talking about who you are and what you do. And there's a good chance that some of that at least will be on camera, or maybe even on a podcast. And God, lots of podcasts are on camera now as well. A bit of practice, a bit of support, we can very quickly, in half a day, we can make some real progress. In a full day, we can make a massive difference to you. And if it's something that you want to invest in regularly, maybe every year or every couple of years, or put yourself and a few colleagues through it and do it together, we can make you really pretty strong at all of this, and that is going to give you a real edge over everybody else that's just either hoping it goes away or crossing their fingers. So we'd love to work with you. Get in touch, comsteria.co.uk, or just drop us a message here.